that's it.
Or the city's deserted. Looks like it to me.
Nonsense! Now quiet. He needs to concentrate.
Now, if it isn't our missing friends. It's good to see people finding common ground, even in these times.
Magistra,
No reason to be ashamed, Keeper. There was a time when I was young, too, believe it or not. We came across the first of these floating buildings about 3 hours ago. The Valley of 1,000 Clouds. That's what the Starlings called it. But as you've noticed, it's a little too, well, quiet. He was at first, yes. But he's grown more distant the closer we've gotten. Let's just hope for the best. Correct, yes. The Nexus Tower. By Malphus, it's a pity we don't have the time to explore this place more thoroughly. Just imagine how much history is hidden in each one of these stones. It's incredible. Maybe we can come back here one day, once we've stopped the cleansing. No, not at all. But who knows? Maybe it's as the Starling says, and we'll be surprised. Well, first of all, let us take a look at it up close. Then we'll see.
Still, no one. That must mean something, right?
He will find them. He will find them, and they will...
Hey, wait! By the righteous path. That's not good at all. Come on, we have to follow him.
by Malphus, this is so beautiful.
Beautiful, but deserted. So maybe the ancient fathers of the Starlings don't exist after all?
Let's not jump to conclusions, shall we? Somebody must have built this place, and somehow the maps which led us here have ended up in the hands of the Starlings. Ancient fathers or not, whoever was capable of creating something like this must also have known things. Let's just wait and see.
Father Rajimon, he is here, and he has found you, just as your prophecy foretold. Now open the gates! Why don't you answer? Open the gates!
Oh my, I sense drama.
By the stars! Why do you punish him with silence? He found you. He fulfilled your prophecy. So let him inside. No. No, 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 no! This isn't happening! This isn't happening!
Kumai.
Yes. Yes, he is here. He is sorry, Magistra. It was a mistake to come here. This place is dead, and the ancient fathers died with it.
Very poetic, pal, but now you're overdoing it. Who says they're dead? Maybe your ancient fathers just left for someplace else.
Yes, I'm sure they did.
Look, I am sorry this place isn't what you had hoped it would be. I really am. But Dalveric is right. You shouldn't jump to conclusions, and despair won't help you either. We should inspect this place before deciding anything. Don't you agree? The only question is how to get inside.
We could try breaking this gate open.
Splendid idea, boy. Do you have a battering ram with you? Myrid-sized, preferably?
This place must have a side entrance. Kumai?
Yes, probably.
Well, then let's go look for it. We split up. Dalveric, I suggest you accompany Kermai and take a closer look at the area around the docks. Legium and I will examine the eastern part of the city. And you and Sister Sakarish scout the west. If anyone finds anything, call the rest of the group before doing anything else. Now off you go.
Poor man. All his life he has worked for this, and now it turns out he'd been chasing ghosts all along. Let's just hope the architects of this place didn't take their knowledge with them to the grave, or wherever they are now. This is going to be interesting, that's for sure. And I can't complain about the company. Come on, you go ahead. I'll be right behind you. We really found it. I can't believe it. We really found it. I can't believe it. Saira, over here. That looks like a side entrance to me. Maybe it leads to the main tower, too. Come, let us go get the others.
Good. That looks exactly like what we needed. Anything we should know about the interior, Kermai? Traps?
No.
Well then. Kermai, you, the Prophet, Sister Sakarish, and I will go inside. Liam and Dalveric, you stay and guard the ship. If we haven't returned, or if you haven't heard from us within 12 hours, you're to take the ship back to Ark. Understood?
Understood.
Then let's be off.
Oh, hey.
Breathtaking, isn't it?
Not now. Please.
We really found it. I can't believe it.
Let's see. This is Starling's script, but it's different. Blazes. Can you take a look at that, Kermai?
Of course. He sees. That's very... all right, yes. These are directions. To the left is the SureAI, which roughly means workshop. The right corridor leads to the living quarters. He thinks the SureAI will lead us to the top of the main tower.
Good. Then left we go. I suppose this is where the council held their meetings, isn't it, Kermai? Wait, where is he?
Huh? What in blazes? He was here a second ago.
Wonderful. We need to find him. Let's split up. We'll meet up again here.
So? Any luck? You're right, but why did he run off in the first place? That's just careless.
I couldn't agree more, but at least now we have a trail. Let's see if the lever still works. There you go. Then let's see where that leads.
What now, Magistra?
Let's take a look around. He must have gone somewhere.
That's what I call well hidden. Kirash, this is beautiful. What is this place, Magistra? Can you read the glyphs?
I'll try. Yes, that... Tower of Memories. That should be it. Good question. They look like energy sources, don't they? The same as the Pyreans used. And that power, it's immense. Let me read some more. Blazes, this is tricky, but by Malphus. Yes! We got lucky. The prophet was right. This is an archive. The archive, to be precise. The gathered memories of the ancient starlings.
But there's nothing here.
We will see about that. Come.
Was unexpected. What now?
One moment. Ah, here.
Wait, what's happening here, Magistra?
The starling prophecies were right. The ancient fathers have lived in this place for eras, maybe eons. And throughout the years, they have documented the rise and fall of every civilization. And we're just about to see their memories of the Pyreans. Correct. And they witnessed all of it. Their creation, their bloom, and their downfall. The same goes for many, many cultures that were before them. Well, that's the big question, isn't it? But I fear we have no time to wonder about that, at least not for the moment. Correct. And yet they never helped any of the civilizations that were extinguished by it.
But
Who
why?
knows?
This is
Maybe
murder.
their hands were
If
tied
they know how to
somehow.
defend themselves against the High Ones, why
Farewell.
didn't they share that knowledge?
Who knows? Maybe their hands were tied somehow. Or that. But that's just speculation. What we do know is that neither the Red Madness, the High Ones, nor the Cleansing could harm them, and that their knowledge might be the key to completing the beacon. Would you look at that? Welcome to the memories of the ancient fathers. Let's see what we can learn from it. Yes, the Grand Master was right about this. The Pyrean history should perfectly reflect the different phases of the cycle, including the cleansing.
Yes?
The second step of the cycle, just as the Grandmaster said. A first civilization arises, blossoms, and falls. For us, it was Asaderon's reign of the Eterna, which collapsed after Starfall. Who knows what it was in the age of the Pyreans? That's the first step of the cycle. Out of nothing, life forms itself, and from that life, man evolves and starts populating the Earth. Let me see. Yes, this is the creation of a theocracy. After the first civilization falls, a second one arises. That is reigned over by a few who proclaim themselves gods. Do you see the hats? These were the sun priests of the Pyrean realm, the equivalent of our Lightborn.
That's step number 4, the downfall of the rulers. For us, it was the Shadow God and Narazul Aranthiel who killed the Lightborn. In the Pyrean Age, it was this general, Jakal. He was a member of one of the reigning castes himself, but one day turned against them. The Archmagister told me all about it. He was the Pyrean Shadow God and the Pyrean Taurenar Quarak, all in one, so to speak.
The chaos, the war, the red madness. This is the 5th step, where we are right now. Do you see this shape in the background? This must be the High Ones, who are behind all of it. The cycle nears its end. The 6th step. The cycle concludes, the cleansing happens, and mankind vanishes, just like that. Do you see this temple in the background? This must be the temple in the city of 1,000 floods, the heart of the Pyrean realm. And after the 6th step, it all starts over. So this is the final proof. Everything that has happened to the Pyreans, and probably to those before them too, is now happening to us. That's the question, but by the gods. Farewell, mankind. It ascends to the sky, to the High Ones. Mankind doesn't vanish at the end of a cycle. It becomes a High One. That is how they reproduce, how they feed, or whatever you wish to call it. Don't you see? These shapes that ascend skywards, they're thoughts, our consciousness, our souls, and all of them together form a new High One.
So you are saying that what a High One really is the consciousness of an entire civilization?
Yes, it's our memories, our thoughts, our dark knowledge, our collective consciousness. This is monstrous. Yes, by the righteous path, that's it. Quarak is right. In a way, humanity does reach a new level of existence, because it becomes one of those beasts. Oh, yes, we do. The word of the dead. You said the aged man left it for you, didn't you? Then this is the way. The Numenos. I know what it is. Or rather, what we need to fill it with. The essence of a High One. It's hard to explain. The problem with the High Ones is that they don't have a physical shape, and this makes it hard to fight them. They are everywhere and nowhere, just like the air. This is why we need the beacon to fight it. It has the power to banish them. It's an assumption, but a well-grounded one. What the beacon does is channel massive amounts of energy and unleash it on its core. Isn't it logical, then, that we need something of what we want to banish? Like an energy signature inside it. It might sound far-fetched to you, but it feels right. You're correct, it is not. But I don't see that we have any alternatives, do you? Well, this is where it gets complicated, but I think I also have an answer to that. The word of the dead. We need to use it on a High One, to enter its mind. If there is any place we can find a High One's essence, it is there.
But even if that would work, where are we supposed to find a High One? You said it yourself, Magistrate. They don't have a physical form, and even if they had, they surely wouldn't reveal themselves to us.
That is correct, but I know where to find one. Where the last cleansing took place. That is where we need to go. And once we are there, you need to listen to the echo.
Of course.
But since the
You
High
can see
Ones
what
are
happened back
immaterial and will correct, the echo grants you the ability to feel and relive the memories of this world. Yes, this means that we have to find the holy city of the Pyreans, where the last cleansing took place, the city of floods. Yes, but we just learned that devouring us is what allows the High Ones to create a new one of their own. In other words, death is what a High One consists of. It's a giant, sentient, and ethereal corpse in a way. If the word of the dead doesn't work on them, it shouldn't work on anything. At least, that is one way to see it. Let us hope I'm right. Well, I hope this place can help us find the answer. If the ancient starlings witnessed the entire cycle of the Pyreans, then they surely knew a lot about the geography of the world as it was back then as well. We need to keep searching. Come, let us go back to the tower.
Entities who reproduce by devouring the consciousness of an entire civilization? That's just bizarre.
Is it? Don't we ourselves breed pigs so that we may eat them once they are fat enough? In a way, the High Ones are just like us, except that it's our thoughts that they are after rather than our bodies. It bears a certain kind of logic. You cannot deny that.
Knowing that, Korak's story about mankind ascending to another level isn't as far-fetched as it first sounded. We don't cease to exist. We coalesce into something else. Into a High One.
Yes, but is this new High One really us? Or does it just need us to come forth? Yes, we know now that this is how they reproduce. But we still know far too little. How did they come into being? How long has this been going on? So many questions.
True, but if I may say so, Magistra, we should save the philosophical questions for after we have stopped the cleansing.
Of course.